Statistics kayo di senior high, di ba? Oh, it's a core course in senior high school, statistics. Core siya. Statistics.
Statistics.
When? Ay, core zone na. So, dapat naalangin. Okay, but anyway, so let's discuss the different terms. First term that we should know in statistics is range. So, when we talk about the range, this is the difference between the highest score and the lowest score. Make it, ala, di pala rin muarta terimuara. Okay, this is the difference between the highest score and the lowest score. So, if you will be teachers, when you will be teachers, you will be recording the scores of your students. So, the range, the difference between the highest score and the lowest score, that will be what we call the range. For example, we have here the lowest score, which is 12, and the highest score, which is 15. So, what is the range when it comes to this particular test? The lowest score is 12, the highest score is 50. What's the range? Na? Alam nyo, mental na yun, you can use your calculators. 33? You can use your calculators. 38? Okay, to get the range, we are going to subtract the lowest score from the highest score. And that is 50 minus 12 is equal to 38. Correct. Okay? So that's the range. It's actually the simplest term in our statistics. Second is class interval. Ano tumakon ko ng class interval? It's not the class pertaining to your class. Okay? We are talking about a class of numbers. It's not a class of students. So, class interval is a grouping or category defined by a lower limit and an upper limit. So, at the upper limit, at the lower limit. By the way, kasla, mapapansin ko nga gububra ti other assignments. Pakidulin pa lang. Pakidulin. Kasi umis-stricto ti teachers no ada makita ng sabsabali. Tekas la gun-gun dawayan ni teacher, tiken na singpat ni teacher. Until such time nga nakauungat to ni teacher. Okay? Nawan pa lang arami. This is our time. You will soon be teachers too. Diyon to kaya tikas to yung pasama. Di kita kalkalpas nga nag-practice teachers, nakagraduar dan, agururay dalat-lat exam dan nga gisursuron, kasta ti bagbagada. Okay? Makita yun yung post that Facebook, dito bing nagre-ringgo. Sumret ka, good morning, kasla anapay lang. Tuno, after 20 minutes, dinosaur to nga T-Rex sila nga dan. Kasi iti focus na. Okay? So, ni teacher, agbalin nga na strict na unget gapot ti students. So, I don't care na actually na to the Brian yung ada makaringgur, ada makaana. Kasi I believe in adult learning talaga. Ura na ububram kunak basta maawatan ngem ti makadagasan yung mauawatan. A simple subtraction 50 minus 12 anpay na ala the correct answer without a calculator. Ada estudyante ni high school di nalaing talaga. Nalaing. No, tay kasi lang maboring ang klase. you can go out ko na. Mabalin mo pa man nagmeriendan kasi mas agloko no ang kasi ang muna digiti topic set. So okay lang kanya digidyan. How about you? Nagpatesak na tao mo na. Ngayon, you are so busy. Expect na ron nga I will give more activities. Tap na awan ti time yun sa bali nga subjects. One. May danag yes. Ay sus. Di dan sa dangdang giti context na ibagbaga. Mga prida tumarap ka adong activities tap na awan time yun sa bali nga subject. Yes sir. Madi kasla ti labas lang amin kat mechanical data pa nagsungsong bat yon kasla no agdag as nga teacher kat yes sir kasi mechanical without thinking ni ako'y madi sir kasla kasi kumamot madi sir basi-basit lang kasla kasi ko yes sir nga dabon DJ may isang proof nga you are not listening properly utiled Christos. Okay, let's continue. Hoy, ano yung ubram? Kita nyo man, harap-harapan pa yun eh. Ay, side by side pa guys. Stop it. Okay, let's continue. Makaringguran awan na ganan. Jellycod. What are you doing? Abi nakangatot sa ka. Wala, strict talaga teacher yung kasto. If you don't know your role as a student, awan, talagang kasi jacket, kasi nga pa, tinakis strict jacket. When, ngayon da kayo tigapunan no kwa. Okay, let's continue. When we talk about class interval, this is a grouping or category defined by a lower limit and an upper limit. So, ano dito makunkun ng lower limit and upper limit. So, we have here, dito So, we have here numbers, 146 to 150, 151 to 155. Kung kunana, these are what we call class intervals. So, it's a group. It's a group from 146 to 150. Kunana, that's one group. 151 to 155. That is another group. So, they are called class intervals. And there is a lower limit and upper limit. Another three limit yun to. This is the lower limit, the lower number in a group. 150 is the upper limit. Beyond 150, mapan the next nga group no kwan. So that limit ko lang kat 150 kasi la tikargaot dito nga group kasi jay. Okay, so if your score is 147, you belong here. Okay? So if your score is 100, let's say 60, ito ka. Okay? So this kind of grouping, sometimes they are trying to check the capabilities of students. Dito may isang application na. So mano tinakaalat is 0 to 10. Kasi lakit kita undan. No 0 to 10 dagiti bagsak. Kasi lakas diyan. So mano nakaalat is 0 to 10. Kanyayo, 50 tibing magsak. Makita mo kwan. Okay? When you are voting, anati range ti SK, tap ng makabutos ka ti SK, from, hanggang 17? From 15. From 15 to 30. So, from 15 to 30. That is also a grouping. That's a range. Okay? So, no 15 kan, up to 30, magbaling ka ng SK. So, di 30 years old, mabaling nga tumaray ng SK. Anang harod ti anana? 18 to 23. Hamang amin nga kabataan mo ka dyan, 30 years old. Yung mga pitag, butos ka 30 years old. Dapat no limit na kumagat 23. 23 mat dapat. Yung dati ngamin, 23 plus the times, the years nga serve ka ngamin. Okay? Usually, the barangay officials tayon, they are serving for 5 years. May isang nga term. Kasi extend ko na 3 years lang kumangan. Extend ko na ngamin. Kasi agtiptipid dati budget. Okay? So, 5 years, no 23 dito maray, 28 to numalpas the term na. Okay? Kasyan. So, this is our class interval, 146 to 150. We have the lower limit and the upper limit. Next term, we have the class boundaries. So, when we talk about class boundaries, how is it different from our limit? Tikunanad ko ay, class boundaries are true limits, which is situated between the upper limit of one interval and the lower limit of the next interval. So let's take a look at the numbers. These are the numbers, 146 to 150. DJ class boundaries, kasla isot ti talaga nga true limit na. Okay? So from 150 ngamin, from 150 going to 151, how about di ka din nakaalat ti 150.25? It does not belong here. Hamot nga agbit nga kabilang ka detoy, di ba? So 150.25 kung ang labas ti 150 DJ yan. Ngayon kurang met to go to the next group. Okay? So hanging danukan. That's why we are referring to the class boundaries sometimes, which are the true limits. Kunana. So detoy can be situated between the last, detoy, the last or the upper limit of the previous group and the lower limit of the next group. So ano nagbaitan ti 150 can 151? 150.5. Okay, DJ nag-ananda. So detoy timakunkun na nga true limit. Likewise, iti baba ti 146, if we have another group, detakat aging gana 145. So 145 can 146, the nagbaitanda is 145.5. So this is the true lower limit and this is the true upper limit. Same is true with here, 170.5, 175.5, and then we have again here 175.5. It becomes the lower limit of the next group, then 180.5. Are we clear? Kasi agaramid kay tot kastoy. Okay? Next, class mark. Ano yung makon ko na class mark? The middle value of a class interval. So if there is a class interval, detoy, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150. What's the middle value? 46, 47, 48. Okay, detoy. I cannot show you. It will mean another thing. When we jak may parang talaga. Okay, censored. Okay, that's 148. That's the class mark. The middle value of a class interval. Okay, or you can also get the class mark by this formula. The upper limit plus the lower limit divided by 2. Okay, so in here, we have our class mark. Tigat-tigat examples lang na hanganay kan-amin. So 166 to 170, bale 166 plus 170 divided by 2. That is 168. 171 plus 175 divided by 2, that's 173. So take note of the formula, detoy. Okay?
Okay lang siya magbinaliktad.
Okay lang kasi that's addition. The addition binaliktad. 1 plus 2 is the same as 2 plus 1. Okay? But in subtraction, you cannot do that. Agsabalin mo pati value na. Next, we have the class size. Class size. The difference between the upper class boundary and the lower class boundary of a class interval. Okay, difference between the upper class boundary and the lower class. So, pangalantay DJ. Upper class boundary and lower class boundary. Napanan di class boundary tayo tayo. This one. Class boundaries are true limits. Okay? So, to get the class size, you are going to get the class boundaries. Kamanan? Okay, data. So, in here, what's the class boundary of the interval 166 to 170? Ano ti class boundary na to? Lower class boundary?
165.5.
165.5. Ito nga ron.
170.5.
170.5. Correct. And then, anat pa may am ka DJ dua? Pag minusan. The difference. So, 175.5 minus 155.5 ay 165.5 is equal to 5. Are you using your calculators? Now, you can use your calculators. Anyo nga itratry nga mentalin din. Baka masaktan kay lang. So, we need to utilize the tools in math. Okay? So, it's 5. How about this one? 170.5. Ito nga to na is 175.5. Get the difference.
5.
Is it 5? Okay, and also 5. Next, we have the class frequency. Ano yung the class frequency? So, these are the number of observations belonging to a class interval or the number of items within a category. So, detoy, kasi kung manot nakaalat ti 5. Yay. Okay? Oh, 1. Manot ti nakaalat ti 7 points. 3. Bigyan 3, 1, kung kunam. Those are the frequencies. Like this. Okay? So, the number of students, kung mga nakaala, kay score nga 146 to 150, that's 1. That's the frequency of students getting this score within the interval. Okay? Then we have the relative frequency. This is the percentage distribution in every class interval. No, ibagbagate ngamin nga relative frequency, take note that's a percentage. Okay? So, let's take a look at our initial numbers. So, ano nga ta relative frequency na dito? Okay? The percentage distribution in every class interval. Ano kwa? So, how many students are there? 1, 7, 10,
20.
20. So, what's the percentage of students getting a score of 146 to 150? 1. The percentage when we talk about percentage, let's say 20%, kasi dapat isungbat na. 50%. So, that is 1 over 20. And what is 1 over 20 in percent? May sa tinakaala, they score nga 146 to 150 out of 20 students. So, calculator, what is 1 over 20? Times 100 to get the percentage. Ano? 5%. Okay, so this is 5%. How about 6 over 20? 6 over 20. 30. 30%. How about 3? 15. 8. 40. Correct. Then 1, 5, 5. I-total yung man amin no 100%. So this is 5. 30. That's 35 now plus 15. That's 50 plus 40. 90 plus 5 plus 5. 100%. Okay? Easy peasy. Next. Take note just like what I have said, these are just reviews. Pahapyawan tayo lang dito yan. Okay, next. We have measures of central tendency for ungrouped data. Ano timakon ko ng ungrouped data? Kasla, manot nakaalat ti 1, kasya lang. 5, manot nakaalat ti 10. 3, ungrouped data. But when you say, manot nakaalat ti 0 to 10, you group the numbers from 0 to 10. So it's group. Group no ka, group data. Ngayon no individual nga numbers ito da. Manot nakaalat 1, kasya. 5, manot nakaalat ti 2, 3. Ungroup no ka di jay. Okay? But when you are going to group these numbers or scores into 1, kasla 0 to 10, 11 to 20, then it becomes a group data. When? Okay, so ano dito makunkun ng measures of central tendency? Ano yung libro dito eh? Ano dito makunkun ng measures of central tendency? Can you give me one example of a measure for central tendency? The mean, correct. Okay, mean, median, mode. Okay, tapay? Awanin. So, ano timakon ko ng mean? Okay, this is the symbol for mean. X, tapos with a bar. Han lang nga X ti masapul This can be any letter or any variable. Mabalin nga Y, mabalin nga A with a kasyan. Just like what I am saying, always, when we have or when we are going to use a symbol, no hantay nga usaran di common, we can use another one, but make sure nga if someone reads that, dapat amuna without asking. Okay? How are you going to do that? By defining. Let A with a bar with the mean. Kunamnukwa. Ngayon, sometimes kami, makaumat agulit-ulit nga, let A with the bar be the mean of this group or of these numbers. Makauma nga ibagbakas jay. So, sometimes, we are using the most common notation, which is X with a bar. Kasi X for unknown lat tangamin ti X eh. Okay, X with a bar. So, ano na din? The simple mean is equal to, ano nga symbol dito eh? It looks like letter E, but that is actually S. This is a Greek letter for S. Okay? It's a Greek letter. S, apay nga S din nakapanita. Ngayon kasla E, nga mean. Okay? Dito E means sum. To get the mean, you are going to get the sum of all x's. So, amin nga numbers nga involved. You get the sum and then divide it no mano di numbers nga inyad mo. Clear? Amutay ko madera niya. Simple data. Slag of average ka lang. Apang kag-caroling, mano na pag-carolingan nyo, 1,000, mano kay nga agbibingay. 20, manuti may isa, o kaslakas dyan lang. That's the mean, the average. Okay? Damat na giti na sirib nga pa nagpaskwa. Limada kung ay sa nga pulo, da kamati may sa grupo, no makita da nga dakkel dyan balay. 5 pa lang mapanjay balay. Pasaron 1 to dyan, another 5. Kasla namin duwa nga na ikan dyan may sa nga group. Diba? Digitay na si sirib. Kakagrupo da gayam tamo da ket duwa nga group di jay. Sa danto man lang agtitipon. Okay? Lalo na pintas di balay kasi ato ited da. Next. Okay, how about this one? Weighted mean. Ano timakon ko na nga weighted mean? The weighted mean, an example of that is your grade. Your grade in, let's say, in high school, senior high school, or the grading system, the senior high school. Written output is, mano nga percent written output? 40 ba ti TLE? 30. 40. Oh, let's just say 40. 40 ti written output. Mano ti weight ni written output? 40%. Di ti weight nga makon ko na, 40%. Performance task is also 40%. Mano ti weight ni performance task? 40%. Di dyan makun ko nga weight. Kasano ti kadagsen. Kaslakas diya. And then we have our quarterly assessment is 20%. Manot weight ni quarterly assessment? 20%. Okay? So, the weighted mean, kahit nasa uwan, no, sabali ko mati weight na. Pichok yun. Pichok. Hindi ko magaling na pagkakatan. Okay? So, the weighted mean, the simple mean, just get the sum. Kasi kung 5 plus 10 plus 13 plus 25 over how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 4. Up is squared delta. Okay? That's the simple mean. This is equivalent to ano ito? 5 plus 10 plus 53 over 4. Calculator. This is 12. 13.25. That's the simple mean. Kasi lang pinag-add mo lang. But for a weighted mean, same lang same symbol na kasi we are talking about mean. But, it says there, the summation. Take note at the summation. So, DJ, we go back. Data, the summation of x's. Dito excess, the numbers. Okay? X sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3, x sub 4. So, mga x there, the summation of all these, over the number of nga numbers. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay? For a weighted mean, you need a weight for it. Okay? In pagkatay na tayo, performance task. I-grade mo kung let's say, 89. Okay? And then, i-grade mo written output. Let's say, 95. And then, you have your quarterly assessment. I-grade mo 68. Mali ka naka-test. Okay. No, custom is computed, it becomes a simple mean. But at the percentage na kada number. So, mano dito written output, dito written output ay performances. Mano di percentage written output? 40%. 40%. So, 0.4. Kasi or 40% times 40%, kung ang latan, times 40%. Kailan? Dito yung 95, na-written output. 40% mo. Times data times. Dito 68. 20%. Kasi dyan yung weight. At the weight na. Dito sa weight, dakdak 30% mo, doon nga ito grade mo to, ay kuyubin na dito yung basic. Okay, just like your grade in any nga subject, 15 midterm, 15 final exam, the output is 70%. So if we compute it, uray nakababat na alam ti midterm, uray nakababat na alam ti final exam, yung nangangato di outputs mo, guyudan na. Kasi output is 70%. Nangangato di weight na, so gumuyod mo ka. So what is 40% of 59?
35.6.
Ano?
35.6.
35.6 plus
38.
38 and then
13.6.
13.6. 13.6. Ano total na nito eh? Total,
77.2.
77.2. Data grade mo.
Nakapasa.
Na?
35.8.
Alay, so kaya dapat correct answer ano? 87. 87.2. Deta no pati grade 1, final grade. Weighted. Okay? Detaan. Now, we go to weighted average. Sometimes when we talk about weighted grades, manot tinakaala, for example, manot tinakaala ti 20 nga score. Okay, let's say 5. Manot tinakaala ti 25 nga score. 6. Okay, these are the weights. Okay, another way of interpreting a weight. Delicate weight ti grade. Delicate weight ti manot tinakaala ti score. Okay, ti 30 manot nakaala. Let's say 0. Ti 40 manot nakaala. 33 manot total. Now, what is the average score of the students? Average score of the students. Then, diba? 20, 25, 30, 40. Data ba? Dapat i-include mo yung weight na. Kasi isip mo paano. So, this will be 20 times 5 plus 25 times 6 plus 30 times 0. 30 times 0 plus 40 times 33. Okay, compute. Take note based from our PEMDAS. Ano to, brato mo muna, multiplication or addition? Multiplication. Kasi isip mo na. Multiplication first before addition. So, multiply, 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 multiply. So, what's 20 times 5? 100. Plus, what's 25 times 6? 150. Plus 30 times 0? Plus 40 times 33? 1, 3, 20. Okay? Then add. What's that? 100, 150 plus 120 is equal to 1,570. But take note, we need to get the mean. Dati kasi alalaan tayo pa lang is this part. Dati nga part. Awang pa yung division na. Okay? So what's next? Now, naalam tayo dati weight na. What are we going to do next so that we can get our x, the mean, divided by 4. Divided by
8.
ang subjects na these are scores. Divided by 44. Correct. Okay? Apay na divided by 44. Tinat balin nga n mo kit detoy. Ditoy, 5 plus 6 plus 0 plus 33. So divisor mo. Kasi detoy tinumber estudyante nga naka-score ti kagastoy. Okay? So over 44 and that is equal to 35.68. Okay, 68. That time, another question that time, not the average score is students. Okay? So the average score that is 35.68. To check if this is correct, manot nakaalat 20 basit, manot nakaalat 25 basit, manot nakaalat 40, 33. Yung kaputa scores ito, we wouldn't have the 40 at pababa. So it will be lower than 40. Okay? Depending upon the weight. So negative weights na nakuha. Okay? Next. So, agduma di dya, simple mean, can weighted mean. Weighted mean, no, adda kasla panaka-weight na. It can be the percentage or it can be the number of students. if we are referring to a score. Okay, next. Ano timakon ko na nga median? What is a median?
Sa akin din naman ang best.
Akin ting nga number. In ana nga ting nga di jay. Akin ting nga number iti ana. Tinga nga number ti ana. I have here some numbers. By the way, niya pa rin mali makita. One. Anat symbol tayo median. If the mean is like this, anatin median. Okay. Dijay x nga matakas day na. Kasi n niya ko man. N niya nga n. No n, n niya. X niya. X niya no kwa. Okay, x niya. And sometimes related that do matter sa that is MD because they cannot produce that symbol in the computer. Okay, yung no handwritten kasi susurat na. Okay, yung no one they are just using the word median. MD kunada. But take note ulitin, when we are going to use a symbol dapat define. Anati MD median. So if I'm going to use MD, dapat ang muyon nga it refers to a median. Okay? Again, if it's not a median, you can use this symbol. Okay? So, let's say we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 numbers. And 5 is an odd or even number.
Add.
Yeah.
Add.
5 is even.
Add.
Odd or even?
Add. Add. Add.
It's an odd number. Okay, the odd number starts from 1. 1,
3, 5, 7.
Okay, even, if I'm saying even, if it's divisible by 2, it's even. Otherwise, it's odd. Okay, no divide with 2, that's even. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You cannot divide 5 by 2 exactly. Now, without any decimal point. So, 2.5 ko na. Exactly kibingan, dapat awan si decimal point na. The answer should be a whole number. Now, add number. No add detoy, what formula are we going to use? N plus 1 over 2. Okay? N plus 1 over 2. But take note, this will not give us the answer. It will give us the location of the answer. Oh, let's try that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what is our N? What is our N? There are 5 numbers. What's our N? How many numbers are there? That will be our N. 5. Okay. Nagkataon na nga 5 na hindi na OD. Itoy. What is our N here? How many numbers are there? 4. No. 44 kasi digit 20 namin 5. Okay, namin 5 nga 20, namin 25. Yung hante lang na yung surat namin eh. Okay? So, 5 plus 1, kung nanadjay, because it's odd, 5 is odd, so we have to add 1, divided by 2, the answer is 3. Is 3 the answer? No. Nagkakaroon lang na ang padala, ngayon that should not be the answer. The bagay ni 3 ito is the location of the median. It should be on the third number. Wala na. 1, 2, 3. This is the median. Nagkakaroon lang na titrade ko, sumatitrade ko. Let's have another number. So katantay, negative numbers tayo. Okay, ngayon same mo lang let's say 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many numbers are there?
5.
What's our N?
5.
5. 5 is even or odd?
Add.
Add. So add plus 1, 6 divided by 2, 3. So 3 is not our median. Nagsabi ko na, it's the location of our median. Kasi 3, may tatlo nga number ko na. Okay, so the median is 23. Hanya exact na itad na king the number. It will tell you the location of the median. Are we clear with that?
Yes,
Okay, how about if it's even number? Even number so na, katantay ni 25. Okay. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Hantay nga mabalin nga adan to 1. 4 is an even number. So, ano pa may antayo? So, to get the location of the median, we divide 4 by 2 and then plus, kung ano to, 4 divided by 2 plus 1 over 2. Okay? So that will be 2 plus, what is 4 over 2?
2.
2 plus 1?
3.
3 over 2. This is equal to 5 over 2. And that is equal to 2.5. 2.5. Okay. 2.5 is the location. Where's the 2.5? 1, 2, or then 3? Okay. Somewhere here at the middle. So the median is somewhere at the middle. But what is in the middle of 22 and 23? 22.5. So the median is 22.5. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, kasyaan, tiagalat in median. Next, the mode. The mode is represented by, ano parang basa tayo dito? Rayat din. Nagduduamat ti side na. Okay? Ito pang basbasa ti daduma deta, they are calling it X hat. Nakalugong na. X hat. Okay? Nakakalugong. Okay. Mode is the number that occurs most often. Handa nga mamindwa. Tignan ta. Handa nga mamindwa, maminlima, ngem it should be the highest. Kasi, just like this, for example. Okay? So, dito ko ma, 5, naminlima, kung ano lang tayo. 5, 5, and this is 6. Ayan natin median. Ayan natin mode, kung ako ma. 6. 20 appears 5 times, 25 appears 5 times, 30 appears 5 times, 40 appears 6 times. Ayan natin mode.
6.
40. What's the mode? 6 product. The mode, what's the mode here?
Highest.
Give me the number, give me the number. 40. 40, hanga 6. Digit 6 isot mangibagbaga kanya tayong na-derivative mode. Okay? So, diyan kadaktilan. Okay, let's say this is 3 and this is 1. What's the mode?
25. 25, sir.
Ito na, the definition tayo, number that occurs most often. Deto'y nag-occur 5 times. Nag-occur 5 times, 3 times, 1 time.
25.
25. Ayun na din nag-occur most often.
25.
25 can 20. But where's the mode?
25.
Si mode na, isudeto yung nagawa. Okay? So, tumakon ko na dito nga, bimodal. Bimodal. Nung may isa lang nga at 1, tas natatay, 40, that's the mode. Ganito ito yung mode. Mode dito yung mode 5 dito. Duwada. Okay? Next.
Good morning.
Now, dito get to 5. 5, 5, 5, 1. Okay, 20, 25, 30, talo na. Okay, basta isulat ko kangatuan. Basta isulat kangatuan, frequency. Tingnan ang frequency kasi occurs most often. Next, we're not going to discuss this one. Lapsakdetan. Okay, we will continue next time. Okay.